Welcome to another episode of Gameplay and Review. And this is a long-awaited episode because this episode had been planned back in 2020, and unfortunately, because of certain circumstances like COVID-19, I didn't get that chance, and it had to be moved. And thank God now I can do it, because back in 2020 there was supposed to be a movie that was scheduled to come out, but because of COVID that didn't happen. And I'm talking about the movie Top Gun Maverick. And it was supposed to come out back in 2020, but because of delays and whatever not, it actually didn't come out until this weekend. So as a result, I had to delay this particular gameplay and review until now. And of course, I want to let you all know is I actually have the game Top Gun for the NES. But that's not the game I'm going to play, since this is a sequel to the first Top Gun. Essentially, it's kind of like a reboot, but the thing about it is, it's the first Top Gun movie in quite a bit of decades, I should say. And as a result, I am doing the sequel to Top Gun for the NES, and that is Top Gun: The Second Mission. And I have never played this, and that's the reason why I'm doing this for gameplay and review for you guys, to celebrate the release of Top Gun Maverick. And I actually found out there's actually more Top Gun games out there that I have not played. Maybe in the near future I will review those, but for right now I'm going to go right into this game and review it for you guys, because the thing about it is I have never played this Top Gun game. I played the first one, so a gameplay and review of the first Top Gun is out. But Top Gun: The Second Mission I've never played, so as a result I'm doing a gameplay and review for you guys. So the question is, and by the way, I do want to let you all know, I don't think Top Gun is as bad of a game as people make it out to be. It has some problems, but I didn't think it was that bad. So the question is, will this be superior or maybe inferior to the first Top Gun game? The only way I'm going to find out, however, is if I play and review it for you guys. So it's time. It's time to review this. So the question is this inferior or superior to the first Top Gun game? Let's find out. Okay, everybody, it's time to play Top Gun: The Second Mission. And this is the first time I've ever doing this game, and of course it's to celebrate the new movie that is out in theaters right now, Top Gun Maverick. So here we go. It's been long waited. It's been a couple years since the original release got pushed over, which meant that I had to delay this particular review until now. But here we go. Top Gun: The Second Mission. Let's look at the intro. Prepare for another enemy. Maverick's back. Okay, so that's what it looks like. But I'm going to play right now. There's a first player mode, a one player versus game. Second player versus game, there's mode. I wonder what mode is. Well, I can do normal or reverse. Okay, press start key. Okay, so that's all that it is. Alright, so here we go. One player game. Here we go. Sidewinder. That's it? I don't get it. Like start flying and let's go. Just practicing. I don't see nothing. There's the fighters. This is very different from the first Top Gun. Oh, I'm not looking at my sticking radar. Lucky. Dang nabbit. At least I'm trying. Yeah, this is very different from the first game. I wonder if you have to start all over. Must be. Dang nabbit. This is a little frustrating, I'll tell you that. That because if I get hit, I am done. Hold on, I'll be right back, folks. Oh, you can't pause. Holy cow, you can't pause. Oh, great. Is there a pause button? No, there's no pause button. Oh, great. So the only thing I can do is just kill myself. Oh man, no pause sucks. I'll tell you that. I'll be right back. Alright folks, I had to stop for a minute there because I really wasn't feeling that good when I stopped the recording. So I just wanted to relax for a little bit. So, of course, unfortunately when I said I was going to come back, I wasn't allowed to actually pause the game. There's no pause. Konami, what were you thinking? Alright, I'm going to try the different game modes first. Well, try the different game modes now. Because the thing about it is, I haven't tried the game modes yet. So here we go. Here we go. My nose a little. Round one. Don't matter to me. So you only get one weapon apiece. So I'm probably facing off against a computer player where I have to beat him. Take off! Oh, you fucking asshole. You got me right away. That fucker. No. I'm gonna try it again. And I gotta avoid him, bitch. Attack. I'm pressing the wrong sticking button here. At least it tells you on the radar. Oh, come on. This sucker's pretty hard, and I can definitely tell. Oh, dang nabbit. I'm gonna try it again. Try it with a different weapon this time. Pretty interesting game mode, but the problem is it's too hard. And I'm trying my best. See, you got me right there. Oh! Now I assume this is the same. Oh, so you're probably facing each other. Alright. So screw that. I think the sequel sucks, honestly. And I'm already having problems with it. No. I don't remember if there was a pause in the first game. But there probably wasn't. Do the Sparrow this time. I think this is just too challenging, honestly. Take off! Well, I thought that was going to get me. pretty weird glitches here and there. Alright. I'm going to adjust the exposure for you guys. Because I think that exposure kind of sucked. That's alright though. I went right into it. That's alright. Okay. Where are you? Come on, sucker. Get this go. Yay! Goes okay. Oh, from behind. He got me, that jerk. This is a pretty hard game, I'll tell you that. And I'm almost done with this, guys. I think I like the first game better, honestly. I don't think the first game was as challenging as this sucker. I think they put it too hard for this particular game. And I like hard games, but the problem is I think it's just too hard for me. But at least I'm getting practice. At least I'm doing a little better than what I was. Fortunately, you have to start all over again if you die. You have to start the whole thing all over again. I don't think Top Gun was like that. It allowed you to continue on where you left off. I think Top Gun, the first game, allowed. This game doesn't. You have to start all over again, which sucks. And it really does. And the dogs are starting to bark again. I do apologize. I'm almost done with this game anyway. Because you already know what the game is like and whatever not. And I'm almost out. I'm almost ready for my final review. It's playable and it's controllable, but the problem is dang nabbit. That's the one big problem. Is that if you lose, you have to start all over again from the beginning. That's really the biggest problem. All that hard work goes down the drain. Man, I hate. And I don't think it was like that in the first Top Gun. Having to start all over again. That's what makes it so challenging and hard. Is that you're stuck having to start all over again if you lose. You lose a life and you're screwed. No, I just think it's too challenging. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to play the first Top Gun and see if there's a real difference between the two. Because I think with Top Gun you got to you'd start all over from the beginning if you lost, or if you lost a life. And now you gotta face the enemy, and the question is how to beat them. See? You lose, guess what? You don't face the enemy. There's no checkpoint. See? You have to go all the way back to the sticking beginning, and I hate that. You lose once, you start all over. What the fuck? I hate that. You can't face the boss or anything. No, you have to go all the way back and face all these again. Fucking A. I don't know what Konami was thinking when they decided to do it this way. Make it harder. Should have made it at least reasonable. No, they have to make it more challenging. Make it much more harder. See? Good night. Game's over. I'm done. Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you. Alright, folks. I will see you for my final review. Konami, Konami, Konami. What were you thinking? Now, after I did my on-camera game of Top Gun the second mission, I went back and played the original Top Gun. And I found this game to be far more forgiving than Top Gun the second mission. Top Gun the second mission is far worse than the first game. And that is because of certain things. But before I get to those certain things, I'm going to talk about the positives with this game. First off, the graphics. Konami does not disappoint ever when it comes to graphics on the NES. The graphics on this particular game is top notch. I did like the graphics, even though there were some glitches here and there. I still liked the graphics. And the other thing is the music. The music was fine too. I did like the music, and I will say the controls are kind of good, but with exceptions. And I will explain that, because there are certain problems with the controls that I'm going to talk about when I get to the cons. Because I'm going to... Oh, before I get to the cons though, there are other things that I also liked about this game. First off, there were different game modes as well. But I think the best game mode was the two-player mode, even though, because I don't have a person to play with, I will say that if you have a person to play with, it's a great mode. Because I assume that you fight against your friend, and it's probably much more funner than the one-player versus game mode that I played, where I was facing against the computer, because the computer is quite hard. And there's other modes as well that I did like. But now that I'm done talking about the pros, it's time for the cons. Now, I do want to point out that neither one of these games have a pause feature. So you're pretty much stuck playing the game, and you're going to have to play it until you get a game over, which is a flaw with both games, I should say. But Top Gun the second mission, however, goes way beyond what the first Top Gun had. Because the first Top Gun was more forgiving. This isn't. And I feel that the difficulty is too much. Because if you die, you have to start the level all over again. Meaning that you don't get a checkpoint. And that ramps up the difficulty even higher. And as a result, I did not like that. Had they put it to where you had a checkpoint, I think this game would have been much more forgiving. Unfortunately, you have to start all over again, and that's a big problem with this game. The other problem that I had is with the buttons. And that's the only problem with the controls. Top Gun had a button for your regular gun and for your special missiles. This game, however, does not have that. This game has one button for both. You launch your missiles and your regular gun at the same time. That is right. Use one button for both, and you'll end up losing your missiles as a result of it. So I did not like that at all. I really wish they would have made it like Top Gun, in which there was a button for your regular gun and one for your standard missiles. It would have been awesome. I called them special missiles, but it don't really matter. But it had two buttons to use. This you can only use one button. The other button you can't use. And I didn't like that. So as a result of all of this, unfortunately, the bad news is, and I think, well, I don't have it here at this current moment, but the thing is, and this is the bad news with this particular game, because I am giving this particular game a red card. Alright, let's try this again, since it took me a while to find my cards. I'm giving Top Gun the second mission a red card. Even though I thought that the two-player mode was actually good, I still can't recommend it, because all the other modes are pretty hard. And the way that they are set up, I think, is really too hard for players. Even though I could recommend this for the two-player mode, I can't recommend it for anything else. But is this the worst game that I've played this year? No. It really isn't. I just didn't like this one. That's the only thing about this game. I didn't like it because of its sticking difficulty. And you have to go back every single time. And that is really what faults this particular game. And Konami made it. Konami was the one that made this, and unfortunately they made it too hard. Unlike one particular game that I played, and I thought, even though it was really too hard, I didn't think it was that hard. This is kind of hard. This is kind of challenging, especially when you're trying to do one particular thing, because if you screw up, you have to go all the way back. So as a result, I can't recommend this game. If you want to play a Top Gun game on the NES, play the first Top Gun, please. It's much more forgiving, and it's definitely much more playable. So that is it, everybody. And of course, Top Gun Maverick is in theaters right now. If you have not seen it, do so. I might see it down the road. I haven't decided yet. But I will tell you, Top Gun Maverick so far has had good reviews by critics. That's what I've heard. So if you have not seen Top Gun Maverick, please do so. It's in theaters now. And that's the biggest reason why I did this game. Because I had not played this game. Maybe I'll do other Top Gun games down the road on Gameplay and Review. That will be down the road though. Right now though, I thank you all for watching. Stay safe and stay awesome. and happy gaming.